Bitcoin. Bitcoin was invented as a form of digital cash. Money transacted securely over the internet with no trusted third party that can freeze your accounts and no identity linked to any specific wallet. That was a dream, right? In early 2009, the invention came as a breakthrough in technology. A new asset class was born: digital assets, a digital reserve currency. So what happened next? We are in early 2023 and Bitcoin is still not the #1 currency for global trade. Most websites don't accept Bitcoin and most physical stores only accept Visa and MasterCard. Let's take a look at the history of Bitcoin in order to further analyze why Bitcoin hasn't become the large thing that it was foretold to be in early 2009 and rumored in 2014. In 2013, a large amount of Bitcoin was being used around in a place called the dark web. This place had many illicit items and information were sold there for Bitcoin, and as the use case for Bitcoin grew, the reputation didn't necessarily grow at the same time. Adding to that the transactions per second were very slow. Currently to this day, Bitcoin transactions average around 4.5 transactions per second, far too slow for the average consumer. Throughout the history of Bitcoin, many people have tried to solve this through the use of hard forks. In 2017, a man by the name of Haibo Yang created the first popular fork of Bitcoin, called Bitcoin Cash. This fork aimed to fix the scalability issues of Bitcoin, making transaction speed to go a little bit faster. With this fork, transaction speeds are currently at 61 to 200 transactions per second. This didn't completely fix the Bitcoin problem. Next, around the year 2018, a man by the name of Craig Wright, who claimed to be Satoshi Nakamoto, released BSV, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision. Again, this fork promised to fix all of the problems that Bitcoin had, but it ended up being perceived as a cheap knockoff. Even some comments of Bitcoin maximalists calling both of these chains cheap knockoffs. However, this chain did achieve 5,472 transactions per second. So why wasn't this enough? Why weren't these hard forks enough to fix Bitcoin to the point of being scalable enough to be used by the average consumer? Well, for starters, many Bitcoin maximalists don't consider any of these forks to be the real Bitcoin, referring to them as cheap knockoffs or imitations of the original Bitcoin. This is where the Internet Computer steps in. The Internet Computer launched on May 10th, 2021 and is already among the fastest and most scalable networks in existence today. Part of the growth plan of the Internet Computer is the creation of something called Bitcoin integration. So what exactly is Bitcoin integration? Bitcoin integration allows the Internet Computer to hold, send, and receive Bitcoin all while using the Bitcoin network. This is made possible by the Internet Computer integrating to Bitcoin on the protocol level and using ECDSA keys through the use of chain key cryptography. With Internet Computer technology, Bitcoin now has the function of smart contracts. Imagine a world where social media can send Bitcoin one to another with negligible transaction speeds. Imagine smart contracts functioning on the Internet Computer network, managing Bitcoin to automatically do, take, subtract, and move depending on code. This opens the world to a whole new era of Bitcoin. People using Bitcoin as a form of storage of value or for speculation can now trade on decentralized exchanges while holding their personal Bitcoin wallets. This will prevent many of the fraud that's happened in the past years. This also massively opens the door for DAOs and the funding of DAOs, since Bitcoin can now be used to buy decentralized cells for SNS, decentralized organizations. This technology also creates chain key Bitcoin, also known as CK Bitcoin, which is the easiest way to transact Bitcoin on the Internet Computer. These are only a few examples of how one can use the Bitcoin integration feature, and of course many developments will come in the future. Who wants to deal with long keys and slow transactions? Your biometrics can be the key to instantaneous transactions on the Internet Computer. In the case of security, your keys would have to be physically taken from you in the form of your device and your biometric keys in order for somebody to obtain your funds. On November 2nd, 2021, Dominic Williams stated 280,000 transactions per second tested on the Internet Computer. He also stated that the goal was to reach 1 million transactions in the near future. Through the Internet Computer, people in Africa buying microtransactions can finally have access to the world of cryptocurrency and the benefits that it entails. Bitcoin can now be a smart contract and function as smart programmable money. Let's say you want to give somebody Bitcoin. It is completely possible within the Internet Computer ecosystem to program this money to only be used for specific things. Bitcoin can now become programmable money at the smart contract level. Users can buy and sell digital content like music, pictures, NFTs at the click of a button using Bitcoin. Imagine a world where social media functions with Bitcoin at the microtransaction level automatically. One like, 1 Satoshi, and many other examples. A post can be monetized and reward users based on their investment in the popularity of said post. The possibilities are endless. So is the internet computer the technology that will finally make Bitcoin be the world reserve currency? Only time will tell. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, as well as sign up to our newsletter at coinhustle.com. I'm Victor ICP Squad. Catch you next time.